First of all, congratulations on the movie. So one of the things I have a lot of questions, 4 minutes, I don't know how I'm going to do it. You are turning into a very talented director, and I'm wanting to know, what did you borrow from Matthew Vaughn? Because he has a very unique style, and he's a very unique filmmaker that you are now going to take with you to your future endeavors.
One of the main reasons why I wanted to do this movie was because I wanted to understand how Matthew shot his action. What he does is beyond what is typically seen these days, and getting to see his relationship with, very sadly, the late Brad Allen, and then because Brad set all of this up and all the choreography, and then passed away very suddenly, and so it was all on Matthew and his team to execute it, and so. I learned a lot about how he does it, but also how he does it under, very difficult circumstances. And it was impressive. And just also his ability to have a vision for something and pivot whenever needed. Like if there's a plan and he thinks it's not working, he'll shift it. And that was pretty thrilling. And in large part because he paid for the movie himself.
Yeah, that Matthew, that's a whole nother thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I definitely want to ask, this is a little bit of a playful question. There are a lot of rumors have been online that Taylor Swift is the real
Elly Conway, yeah.
And so what are you both thinking when you hear stuff like that? And I just have to ask.
Well, there's no proof that she's not Elly Conway. But there's also no proof that she is. That's all I'm going to say.
I think Matthew has come out and officially said that it's not Taylor Swift.
I like to just stir the pot a little bit.
But isn't that what a spy would say anyway?
Yes, that's very true.
Right. So one of the things, though, and it's hard to talk about this movie, is this thing is loaded with twists and turns. So I'm so curious for both of you, what is it like reading a script like this for the first time? And how much is your agent or Matthew giving you a heads up saying, expect twists and turns? Or are they just saying, enjoy this one?
Oh, it was just an enjoy this one. It was Matthew emailing me directly. None of the reps had the script or anything, and he was just like, I would love to, have you take a read and see what you think. And we both talked about this. It was Jason's script, Jason Fuchs, who's the writer and producer of this film, it wrote something impeccable. And just every 3 pages, it was like, and it's how you feel when you're watching the movie. It really translated. It's like a ride.
I did have to read some of the pages twice because I think he's really going to do. Oh my God, the audacity of the filmmaker to say, I'm going to do this. It's like, oh my God. And you go off into fantasy land just reading it. And anytime you're able to put a cast together like he did, I was thrilled to be a part of it.
Last question for you. You seeing the shooting schedule, you know what's coming up. What's the day you have circled in terms of, I cannot wait to film this? Or, oh my God, how are we going to film this?
Oh God, honestly, it was on the regular. It was like tomorrow, and then another tomorrow, and then another tomorrow, where every single day was so ambitious on this movie. And so we would start every day sort of being like, okay, how are we going to do this? How are we going to get there? And lo and behold, we would. And it was always because of Matthew's determination and his vision and his strengths as a producer as well. He's incredibly ambitious as a filmmaker and a director, but he knows how to back it up by making it happen. And that's a special skill that most folks don't have. You have either the creative, the visionary, and it's like, oh, I don't want to know what it costs. And then there's the but this doesn't make sense to do it. And Matthew is somehow able to combine both of those talents to make the impossible possible. And how lucky are we as audiences to get to experience that kind of spectacle?
For me, it was there was one of the big twists in the middle of the movie or early on, and I was excited to be able to be a part of that big twist because it's one of those moments that the audience goes, oh my gosh. And it's always fun to be a part of that, to fool them. But then you can track it and you go, oh my God, I see how this came about. I won't say anything more.